Hi guys, Nesty here, welcome back to another video. Yeah, it's quite some time since I was uploading something, and overall, as you might know, I'm not playing the game that active anymore. And yeah, I basically saw that there is some new content, so I installed Nox again, and here we are. Yeah, today I want to show you how you are able to beat the new Colossus, or not the Colossus, the Golems, the Golem 11 to 15. Yeah, first of all, it will not be easy to make a team which is able to auto farm these stages. Compared to even GB10, they hit a lot harder. They have really annoying skills. There are some variabilities which can directly end your run, specifically on very high stages, like for example GB15. So yeah, let's take a look at my example team that I will use for this video. Yeah, I was thinking about, is there a specific team which you can use for all of them? And obviously we are back to the Cosmo gang. Let me show you the stats that my Cosmos have. All of them are on attack, HP, defense, and I normally was trying to give them as much stats as possible. If they have HP, attack, defense, crit damage, whatever is possible. You can see all of them are booked. All of them are obviously having plus 15 gems. The trinkets are also all plus 15, and all of them are enhanced. Let me show you what I was trying to go for. I tried here as well to only go for stats. I have here and there some points where I was not getting what I wanted, but as I said, I'm not playing active anymore, so I had to use whatever I was getting. So you can see I got some defense percentage, nice, HP percentage, also nice, attack percentage, nice. The flat stats are also not to be underestimated. 600 defense is really a lot. If you take a look, he has like 2100 defense. So if you are able to roll, in this case, a maximum roll for 600 defense, it's like 33, around 33%. Not completely, but 30%, around 30%, I would say. So it's even more, at least for this Cosmo, with the 2100 defense, than the percentage-based attack. So if you are getting the flat stats, it's even better than the percentage. Should think about that if you are going for the stats, that flat stats can be better than the percentage. Yeah, and then you see here was a fail roll with the crit resistance, and I was trying to figure out how all of that works, how you are resetting and all that, so there was a mistake in my case here. Yeah, then I was getting the attack the flat attack, and I was also happy with that. I would like to have the flat HP here. That would have been a lot better, and maybe not even one of the attacks. You'd have percentage attack, and I would have liked to get some resistance, in my opinion, because it's really hard for the Cosmos to get the crit rate and the resistance, and for some of these golems, it's really a big advantage if you have some resistance. So that's for the Cosmos itself. Like I said, attack, defense, HP, all of them. And these are the stats here. As you can see, the stats are kinda high. Like, what is that? 74,000 HP, high attack, high defense, like nearly 5k defense. So they are able to take some damage. Yeah. Crit rate 76%, and they have the lead with 18%, so it's like 94 or whatever. Yeah, 94%. Obviously I would like to have 100%, but sometimes it's just not working, especially because the Smurf has not that great gems. Same for all of the other ones. The HP is similar, the defense is similar, and the attack in this case is really high. Like it's nearly 6k attack, which is really nice, especially for them. That's basically doubling the base stat. Here we have a ruin set. You can see this one has really a lot of crit damage, and it even has 100% crit rate with the leader skill. Everything else is also again similar, over 70k HP, 5.7k defense, and this one is basically also the same. As you can see, with the last one I was trying a bit if there are other builds, if they are a bit better. You can see this one has a bit less HP, which is a bit sad. I would like to have a bit more HP here. Defense is comparable to the other ones. Attack is also kinda high. Crit rate 100%. Nearly 90% crit damage, and this one has nearly 70% resistance. So here I was trying to focus a bit more into the resistance stat. So yeah, especially the HP stat is lacking here because of that. Yeah, that's for the team that I'm using as an example. Let's go into the GB11. GB11 in general has a lot less HP than the stages above. Like the overall difficulty is a lot easier in my opinion than for the other stages. You can see that with GB12 the HP of the waves and all that are really raising a lot. So GB11 itself kinda easy in my opinion, at least compared to the stages above. The Golem itself looks a bit scary with the skill set. Has the defense down, and I don't know why it's always 20% for the active skill. Like it makes it really look weak, but GB11 itself is not that crazy. But especially for the higher stages, this active hurts, and it really hurts a lot. So let me show you GB11 first, how I'm running it. We will run it like, let's say 5 times. You can see how they are doing. I try to let them completely run on auto, and afterwards I will show you how it look if you are doing some things like in the first wave you are clicking on one so that you are at least in the first wave starting to focus, which might be really important. The Cosmos are not able to fully auto all of the stages. There are some points where they are really weak, especially with the focus that they have. The AI is really stupid at some points, especially when a monster is really low. Then they are starting to all go for the low one, so it might end in a wasted attack and a full wasted turn. But obviously the whole strategy is also focused on having as many actives as possible against the boss. So if they are doing something stupid in the wave before, it can really become dangerous in the boss fight itself. First of all, we will run them on auto. We will take a look how they are doing, and afterwards we will start with focusing one of these monsters in the first wave, and afterwards I will take a look if they are about to make something stupid, and then I will menu this point. So first of all, we will do the auto stages now. as you could see, these runs are really not that hard. The thing is, the waves have no specific skills which are really dangerous. We have the sparkler, which has stuns. The passive has a really low chance to stun, so that's not a big deal. Then we have the B comp with the defense down. That's a bit more annoying, but at least for this team, it's nothing which is able to kill me. Then we have the light Mino, who basically has no skill, which is interesting in PvE. As a PvE monster, it has no high crit rate or anything, so the first skill, the boost, will not happen. Then we have the Dark Hunter. It's also very specific and it can't crit, so it won't activate. No big deal. Then we have the boss, defense down, shock. Defense down, yeah, it's a bit annoying, but at least the active with the shock has a very low chance to hit you, so that's also no big deal. Then this AoE attack at like, what was it, 35% or 40% with the attack down is also nothing which can interrupt your runs. So yeah, overall this is a lot easier than the other stages. This time I will try to let them attack a bit more useful. Like you could see, normally they would have wasted their actives now, which would be obviously really stupid. And yeah, the boss itself has also not that much of a resistance, so in my case it makes it a lot easier to hit the zaps. As you can see, he's taking so many zaps, he basically is dead already. Yeah, let's watch 1-2 more fights, then we are going to the next one. Okay, here we are, GB12. I think you will see a really big gap here compared to GB11. GB12 is a lot harder already. I would say let's go into the detail. The waves itself have a lot more HP compared to 11. But overall they are not dangerous. They have some annoying skills, but nothing which might be able to kill you. At least if the team is strong enough. They have the water sparkler, double fatigue. An annoying skill which makes you unable to get SP. Okay, that's annoying, but nothing dramatic. The water molar has the stun and the taunt. Stun has a low activation rate, so that's nothing crazy as well. Mandragora has another fatigue and a recovery down. Also nothing crazy. And then there is the Watermino, which has no skills. So as long as you have some crit resistance, his skills can't activate. So nothing dangerous in the waves. They have a lot more HP, so they will take a lot longer than 11 in my opinion, but nothing which should be able to stop you. The boss fight itself, you will directly feel that the difficulty is rising here. The skill set of the Golem is not that strong. He has the fatigue and the petrification. Fatigue, okay, again an annoying skill, but nothing which is bringing you into some danger. The petrification has a low activation rate again, so that shouldn't be a problem. Which is making this fight really hard is first of all the normal auto hits, the passive, just attacking. His attack stat is a lot higher than the light one before, so you're directly feeling that he's hitting you really hard. And another point which might be able to bring you to a defeat is one of the ads has an attack up skill. The moment the Golem is getting this attack up, he's basically one-hitting the Cosmos. The Cosmos already have a lot of HP and defense, so you can already understand how hard he's hitting then. This is what you have to avoid, and then the fight will be a lot easier. I don't know, use AoEs if you're already at the point that you have some Siphon gems. That might be a solution. The 35 to 40% HP left attack, let's call it that, is I think 3 stacks of zap for 2 turns. Also nothing crazy. Yes, it's annoying. It can take you some HP away, but I think that's still acceptable. So yeah, what is difficult here? High attack stat, and one of the ads is using an attack up, which lets him hit even harder. So let's go in. First of all, again, I will use auto attacks or auto runs too. Afterwards, I will do 2 runs where if they are about to do something stupid, I will correct it. And yeah, let's go in. Okay, so these were the two auto fights. As you could see, I think they were decent, these runs. They were not perfect, but they were decent. The first one, yeah, against the boss I was a bit unlucky to hit the zaps. The second run was fine. I think at least from this kind of fight you could already see how hard he's able to hit, specifically if the active is following into this HP left attack, I don't know what it is called, and or vice versa, if he's first getting below 35 or 40% using this kind of attack, and in the next turn he's using the active. In general, the combination of both is against all of these golems really, really annoying, because obviously you're taking two actives in a row, and normally this missing HP attack always has some annoying kind of skill. Like in this case it was like 3 zaps. Yeah, that's annoying, but the other ones are more annoying. Yeah, let's go in. 2 more fights, and in case I'm seeing something stupid, this time I will correct it. So I hope I will go into the boss fight always with 4 actives, and yeah, we will see. So yeah, that was GB12. As you could see, it was really nothing too crazy. Yes, the difficulty is a lot harder than 11 already, but it's still doable. As long as you are having enough HP, you're not too unlucky, of course. It's the same for me. If I'm not landing any kind of zap, it will result in a fight which will take either very long or might even be a defeat. I don't have one yet, but obviously can happen. Yeah, let's go to GB13. I think GB13 has a very easy wave stage. Like all the 3 waves are not that hard in my opinion. The skills, some have really annoying skills and some skills are just not working. The Fire Sparkler and the Fire Mauler both have a defense down, which obviously can be very annoying if the whole stage or the whole wave is starting to focus a specific monster. It can result in a lot of damage. For me, it's that the Cosmos are able to survive this, so I would say it's totally fine. But if you're a bit unlucky, this can become annoying. The Mandragora and the Mino have skills which are crit based. They are not able to crit you, therefore they have useless skills. So yeah, I would say it's mediocre. Like the wave itself has already a lot less HP in my opinion than GB12. So you are able to kill the wave faster, therefore the defense down is not that much of a problem, especially if you have a lot of damage. Like the Cosmos have acceptable damage, but obviously a lot of monsters have far more damage. So yeah, that's totally fine. The waves itself, in my opinion, are not that hard. The boss fight is something different, especially for the Cosmos for me. The passive skill is a recovery down, which of course can be really annoying for me. Like I'm relying on the zap and the passive heal. If one of them has a recovery down, of course that's annoying. The active is a stun. Okay, it can become annoying. Like if it has the stun, you know already, it's very hard to get fast times against it. But the difficult point, in my opinion, is first of all, his damage, in my opinion, is even higher than the one of the water golem. So his normal attacks, the attack stat is very high, so it hurts and it hurts a lot. And either the ad is hitting you with a defense down, or it's this missing HP attack which will result in a defense down. And I think if you're taking the defense down and afterwards an active from the golem, means that at least one of your monsters is death. If it's the attack of the ad, then one monster will die, and if it's his attack, or can take a defense down, which might result in a wipe. I couldn't figure it out yet. I only fought against it one or two times. So maybe I will see from within the fight now if they are doing fine or if they are doing bad. We will see. And maybe I can figure out if the defense down is coming from the ad or from the golem itself. So let's directly go into it. So yeah, like I was saying, this guy is hitting really, really hard. The Cosmos did some weird stuff on the auto runs. We're going with, I think in both fights, just with one active into the fight, which results into the boss having the time of his life, able to hit them how he wants. Then, as you could see, the recovery down is another point, which obviously for my team is really annoying. And yeah, this stage with that team, really hard to auto in my opinion. Like, I can't see the Cosmos being able to auto this specific boss. So I have to at least take a look at what they are doing. So let's go into 2 more fights, and this time I will not let them do their weird stuff, and they should be able to go with 4 actives into the fight, and then we will see. So yeah, as you could see, this stage was basically made to counter the Cosmos. Like, the stages don't have that much HP, so it's very hard for me to get a full bar on everyone. Like, for the Cosmos, it's the passive attack is generating really, really badly the SB, while the active is generating a lot of orbs. So when I'm able to have some actives in the waves already, the chances are very high that they will become full again. But as you could see, in both fights it was not possible to go for the maximum SP bars in the boss fight, and this thing is hurting. You saw that, and you saw the stats of the Cosmos. They are really tanky, and they are still taking so much damage, and of course, because they can't heal up, really annoying. But yeah, I'm able to beat it, but for sure not able to auto farm it. Let's go to the wood one. I like the wood one in general. It's basically a mirror match. Like the waves, basically everyone has Zap. Like the Sparkler has Zap, Mola has Zap, Mandragora has Zap, and Wood Minu is useless as always. The boss fight itself, in my opinion, it wasn't that hard. Like, he's trying to zap you, you are trying to zap him. At least the fights that I had, it felt to me that he don't has that much resistance, and the damage itself wasn't that high. So I'm trying to zap him, he's trying to zap me. We will see who's better at that. As always, first fully on auto, and afterwards I will do some adjustments. So let's go in.
I live my life on the run. I say I'm not giving up. I may be living alone, but I still believe in love. In a similar way, I feel I'm losing my conscience. Traveling for days without my knowledge of provenance. Throughout my life, you called me a renegade. Oh, through all my lows, you said we could start again. But I'm a renegade of your love. But I'm a renegade of your love. But I'm a renegade of your love.
Been on the streets a few months. I'm trying to pick myself up. I may be living alone, but I still believe in love. And although my flaws had dragged me down on the coldest night, I'm still kicking around. Then I saw you back before my time was shortened. No, throughout my life you've called me a renegade. Throughout my loves you said we could start again. But I'm a renegade of your love.
But I'm a renegade of your love. Renegade of your love.
But I'm a renegade of your
So yeah, as you could see, even on auto they were able to somehow handle it. First fight, obviously it was really bad that I was going in with, I think it was one active, and zap against zap, and then I need at least one more turn. Yeah, sucks. So that was a bit closer. Second fight was okay. Like, of course I can't heal, but it don't makes a difference because I have the actives ready, so his HP are so fastly gone. You could see that after the second turn, how much HP the zap was taking away. That's really something. So let's do 2 more fights. This time I will hopefully go with 4 actives into the fight. Then we will see. It should be even faster. So yeah, let's go in.
I don't wanna be caught up inside your self-righteous symphony. I would rather let this go than to bring it up again. But everyone I know, they're afraid of their own skin. With nothing left to show, we're afraid of where we've been. You gotta let me in. I'm not a mark, barely your friend. Drowning in water, I lend you my hand. Falling the level, release my regret. Is this all you wanted? It's all in your head. The voice in the back of my head, the choices that we can't forget, the poison we take with regret. Rejoice 'cause they haven't found you yet. 'Cause everyone I know, they're afraid of their own skin. With nothing left to show, we're afraid of where we've been. You gotta let me in. I'm not a mark, barely your friend. Drowning in water, I lend you my hand. Falling the level, release my regret.
So yeah, that was GB14. As you could see, they are really doable. Like, I would say it's doable. And I was not even using resistance. Like, only one of my Cosmos has some resistance. If you're going for resistance, it's even easier. So let's go to the end boss, the final boss, GB15. And I don't even have to try to go for auto, in my opinion, because the chance to do it is low, or at least to win. So I have to go with 4 actives into the boss fight. Otherwise, I can't see that I'm surviving this. I was already thinking if there might be different ways to make it easier, because in GB15 the wave has very, very high HP, like far, far more than in every other stage. They have, obviously, because there are dark Minos, dark Mandragoras, like they are not even able to use their skills, and they are still doing incredible high damage, especially against my light monsters. In between is I think it was Dark Sparkler with Silence, not that interesting, and the Dark Beacon with the Zap, also not that interesting, but has the attack up. I think the stages are still somehow manageable, but the boss fight is really something. Like, the boss itself also has very high HP, very high resistance compared to the other ones where Zap was still working. Like, especially you could see at GB 14, he was taking a lot of Zaps, and GB 15 has far more resistance. So this kind of strategy against 15 is a lot harder. The damage itself is also really high, and it feels the moment I'm able to let him use his missing HP attack into the active, or the active into the missing HP attack, he's wiping me. So this is what I have to avoid, basically. So yeah, the skill set itself is not even that much of a problem. He has his normal skill set. The passive is the attack down, the active is the silence. Both is okay. But yeah, that's obviously what we don't want to take. And I think this missing HP attack, if I'm not wrong, was defense down. I only did 2 or 3 fights so far. I think it was a defense down, and obviously if he's hitting the defense down into his active, then you are gone. So I don't even have to click the auto. Oh, nice. Gem inventory is full, but who cares? So yeah, here we have this lineup. First of all, I want to get rid of the beacon. And you can see my monsters are light, their attack is decent, and I'm still only able to take half of one monster away. Obviously the advantage is that I'm healing myself full again, so that's also fine. As you can see, I'm surviving this kind of fight. I want to keep the actives for the next phase, so I'm manualing this part. I was able to beat it on auto, but I can see it's incredible hard to do that, so it makes no sense. Maybe this team is able to do it on auto if I would go for HP defense. Maybe. Like, my damage itself is not that important anyway. For me it's important that I'm not dying in the stages, and here you can see already, even the wave is not taking that many of the actives, the zaps. Here I'm playing a bit safe, I'm not going for any actives, and you can see like they are not able to crit or anything, and 2 of these actives are taking 2/5, I would say. And of course if there are others in the wave as well, hurts, really hurts. Especially, for example, if there is a Mino in between and he's also using an active. Yeah, as you can see, I was using 4 actives and most of them barely got hit by 1 zap. So you can see already how high the resistance is there. Yeah, now we are going into the boss fight with full actives. Let's see how the luck is with the zaps. Only 1 and 7 or so resisted. That's something. And again, only 1. You could compare it with the ad, how many he was taking. Very hard. Not sure if I'm able to win this. Again, 0. And this is what I mean. He was using his missing HP attack now. Should be the defense down. Yeah. And now I'm getting some problems. I'm losing these 2 for sure. Close one, but yeah. Again, only 1. Of course, he's hitting this one. Yeah, should be a very close one. Yeah, but yeah, you can see how high the resistance is here. Like, it's incredible hard. Let's do another one. Maybe I'm a bit more lucky. Quickly to B comp. No, you don't want to see them. This wave is not that hard. They were really, I mean, they were spreading their damage, which obviously is good, and there were no mandragoras, and I think the mandragoras itself are really a big problem. Like, you can see already that my damage is not enough to really kill them every turn. So if there are some mandragoras and, for example, 1 Mino or 1 B comp or anything, yeah, the mandragoras are basically attacking everyone, and yeah, if you don't have enough HP, the B comp or the Mino might kill one of them. Let's go for the safe way. That's again full single target, but at that kind of stage it's not that much of a problem now, because I can take a lot of these HP away from them with the very first attack. Should I? As long as they are not focusing the same, even if they would focus the same. The thing is, don't even think about going into these fights without trinkets. Without the trinkets, they are able to crit you, and if you are taking a crit from them, you could already see how much damage they are doing without a crit. If you're taking a crit from a dark monster with that kind of damage, you know what will happen. At least 2 this time. Only 1. none. Oh oh. Now he's doing exactly what I meant again. The defense down into the active. Super annoying. Basically makes no difference. He's taking away these two, and then it will become a very, very hard fight again. Like, that's why I said I might be able to beat him if I would use HP defense. That would basically mean that even if I take the defense down, I would survive it. So I wouldn't have to take a look into resistance that much. Yeah, as you can see, this one I was losing, so I am able to beat him, but not every time. Yeah. I would say, at least for this specific fight, I have two ways to make it easier. Either I am going for more survivability for myself, or I'm going for more resistance. The resistance obviously is the more riskier way, because it basically means that even if I have 85% resistance and he's using a defense down, I'm dying. If I'm going for the HP defense and totally ignore the resistance stat, I'm able to take this kind of damage. Yeah, he's hitting the seal as well, so if there is a possibility to get some resistance, sure, take it. But I think that's the more safer way. So yeah. What I saw which team really is able to beat it is simply with courageous strikers, that you are directly going for Titan monsters. Obviously you will need leech stats, which is not easy for everyone, so it's very hard to make specific teams work against him. I was also thinking like that I'm using this team and a resist down. There was Starov, was it? I think, oh shit. I think it was Starov. No, not Starov. Tari? There is a new 2-star that has the resist down. That might be a thing. I think it was the wood one. I think it was a 2-star. Where is it? Tari. No. I think it was an Otari. Why can I see that shit? Wasn't it here? Oh. I thought it was an Otari. Yeah, who cares? There. Water Otari. Has the resist down. So that might be a way that I'm just going for triple zap and use this water Otari. This is what I will at least try out. The advantage is that the resist down will ignore the resistance itself, so the chance that the zap is hitting is really high then, while there is no RNG into the resistance down skill itself. This is what I will try next, and then we will see how this is working. But as you can see, yeah, the light Cosmos can beat it in both fights. He was nearly resisting everything. Like, if I have a bit more luck, I'm beating him. You could see in the first fight, even without really good luck, I'm able to beat it. But there are fights where I'm losing as well. So the only important thing is Light Cosmos conquered golems, and at least with the Otari I will try it and I will take a look how it will work out. So I will tell you afterwards, and see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.